I like making my husband read my favorite romances. And after years of making him read some truly bad books, I decided let's go easy on the man and let us have him read something that I like to see if he also is on the same page as I am. So I selected a book for us to read, a recent Ali Hazelwood release. We're going to vlog together and hopefully have a good time with Problematic Summer Romance. I'm very excited to see his take on this one because I know that he's read an Ali Hazelwood book in the past and enjoyed it, but this one I think could be a mixed bag. I feel like he could like it because I think Ali Hazelwood's writing's great and I know he likes Ali's writing, but also there's a little bit of a taboo element, which he tends to be pretty critical of. It's really anyone's guess. One thing I never have to guess about though is how good the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace, is at giving me the ability to create a beautiful website with ease. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform to help entrepreneurs stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or looking to grow, Squarespace makes it so easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, or sell things all in one place. And they make it so easy to do. With Squarespace's blueprint guided design system, you can easily build a website that is perfectly suited for your needs. You can compare so many different options so easily, tailor your website to your particular needs. Your site is optimized for every device, plus has optimized SEO to make sure that people can find you more easily online. I've always been someone who believes in having a website because I feel like it's a place where I get to keep all of the different things that I do online all in one place, especially things that aren't easily shared on other kinds of platforms. Like when Hayden makes us recipes and I want to be able to share that with y'all, directing you to my website where that information is available is key. Again, I think everyone could benefit from a website, especially if you're someone who is looking to grow a small business online and looking to sell things. Squarespace makes it so easy to sell both physical and digital products with an online store. Squarespace also makes it so easy when you do go to open your online store to be able to accept payments, accept credit cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, and in some countries you can even use Afterpay and ClearPay. There's never been an easier or better time to build a website. Squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/chandler.ainsley to save 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Let's get Hayden in here and get his thoughts on Problematic Summer Romance. We got this guy here, and he's read 30-ish% of Problematic Summer Romance. We're gonna give y'all 3 delightful, equally delightful vlog clips talking about this here book. I really wanted to read book with you because I really enjoyed it. We had been talking recently about dbbc. Hayden said that he doesn't hate Ali Hazelwood. He's read one of her books before, and so I was like, you know what? What better book to make Hayden read than Problematic Summer Romance?
I don't, and I haven't hated this.
We're off to a good start, I think. I picked this one for 2 reasons. One, because I really enjoyed it. I read it recently. 2, because I thought if there was a chance of Hayden not liking an Ali Hazelwood, it would be this one. And I didn't not want him to enjoy it, but thought he'd maybe have more to say about this one.
And out of curiosity, are the things that would make me potentially not like it, have they already like presented themselves? Or is there like plot points later in the book specifically that I don't know how he's gonna feel about that? Or is it like general vibe of the book or like big?
General vibe, yeah. Like I didn't know how you would really feel about an age gap. I don't know if we've read an age gap romance together.
To be honest, so far they haven't really hit the age gap stuff like too hard. Like, they've done some stuff. He forgets how old she is, you know, when they're like kind of first meeting. Some things like that. And I think that he's like made some like little comments. Maybe it's because I feel like the romance piece of it hasn't really picked up yet where we're at in the book, that they haven't played on it in kind of like a romantic sense. That I may or may not be a big fan of depending on how they play it. And it hasn't affected me very much yet.
So this book is about Maya and Connor. At the start of the story, they are both arriving in Italy for Maya's older brother's birthday. And Connor is Maya's older brother's best friend / co-founder of the company that they both own. We're also getting kind of flashbacks to how Maya and Connor first met, and like being in Italy is potentially a little bit awkward for them.
Mm-hmm. Also, real quick, his name is Connor Harkness, right?
Yes.
I think that at one point, one of the first times that they mention this name, she specifically says something about spelled like the Irish way with like one N or something like that, and I really didn't understand that.
His first name is Connor with one N.
Connor with, I thought they were saying Harkness with one N, and I was like, it's a common name that normally has 2 N's in it. Also, every time they say it, I just think of the Harkonnens.
Hayden's Dune pilled.
But I have not yet pictured him as like, you know, immobily large in a floating chair, so that's a plus.
At this point, we haven't really had any of the romance come in as Hayden's sort of stated. We know that there is this sort of like sexual tension between the two of them. Was like maybe kind of present, I would say, in the flashback scenes, but is more present now, especially from the point of view of our heroine. I don't think we're really getting the reciprocation from the hero. It's mostly just like kind of teasing her, and I think at one point he asks her if she's on drugs because he doesn't really know how to like be around him in a normal way.
To be honest, like you say, we're getting some sexual tension. I'm not feeling any sexual tension. I'm like only feeling some tension, none of it being sexual. And that's just from my perspective.
I mean, hey, we're all gonna have different perspectives.
Again, I haven't not enjoyed this
Sure.
yet. I do kind of appreciate this fact. I feel like they're kind of building up to the actual romance and or like more romantic and sexual tension, which, you know, I'm kind of enjoying a bit. I know that I think that this is a trope you actually enjoy that I don't really, personally.
Sure, what?
He's just too serious, dark and broody.
I don't know.
I don't hate it, you know? It's just very not relatable to me. It's like...
Well, yeah, no shit.
No, I just mean like, obviously to me personally, I just don't think that really anyone exists like that, to be honest. That's like, that like dark and brooding, but is also incredibly successful, seems to be, you know, self-made multimillionaire.
He's self-made. I mean, they say his dad's really fucking rich, but...
Okay, whatever,
anyway.
You know. Oh yeah, but he said that he's not getting any of his money because his dad said that he would throw it away to the charities that he hates.
Nepotism. He had some resources available.
Yeah, for sure. He got a small loan of $1 million.
Exactly. Here's my thing. I think that you can't have both characters being just super nice and fun. I mean, sure you can, but it's like, what is going to be the obstacle there? Yeah, sure, there could be external obstacles to them being together, but I do find often it makes for a less interesting story. If everybody is very forthcoming.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't looking for that.
I think it can be challenging. So for me, in books, typically, I like a brooding hero. I'm very particular about the kind of brooding hero.
You want them to be self-loathing.
Yeah, they gotta hate themselves a little bit,
yeah.
But beyond that, he always clocks me. Yes, that's part of it, but I don't like guys that are truly assholes. I don't really like when they're rude to other people or rude to the heroine or rude for no fucking reason. I find in a lot of, God, what's her name? Lucy Score books, heroes are fucking insufferable. Okay, like your dad didn't love you. I mean, I get it, but like, why are you calling the heroine mean names even though she's done absolutely nothing to you? That's fucking weird. I don't like that. The hero in this book, he's broody and he's not upbeat, but he is not mean to our heroine. He might tease her, but he's not an asshole.
No.
Like,
That's
not
the
what
thing.
I'm into.
But he's just like storybook levels of what I would call rich, serious, mysterious. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. Okay, so he is. Sure.
Because he does like...
Yeah.
Technically ride that perfect line of being a little bit of an asshole, but like would also be playful, and he's rich, and he's just a little too perfect for like a romance.
What about the heroine? How are you feeling about her? Is she too quirky? Are we liking her?
Fine. The only thing that I've thought was weird is that they were going to make her an Austen character who somehow has always been into figure skating, which I thought was a bit weird. I think you could like argue maybe there's some figure skaters in Austin or in Texas, but
they made it weird.
They made it sound like very normal.
Well,
you know,
there's a rink that they go to. I think it's really the only like normalization. I do think that
the way that they mentioned it was very casual, as if she was in the Northeast.
Allie lives in Austin, and she went to school here.
Is she also a figure skater?
No, but I think that like...
Or like know a lot of people that like are regularly skating.
It's a little atypical. I wouldn't say it's completely out of the ordinary. Though I would say the figure skating scene is more prominent in Houston than it is here.
What I will say and or ask about...
Weird nitpicks.
Is there even place to go
ice skating? Is there an ice rink?
Here?
I would bet that there's a singular ice rink in Austin.
I don't know that there is. I mean, I'm not looking for one, but...
The Dallas Stars farm team is in Austin. They've got an ice rink.
Oh, okay.
So there's ice rinks.
That's probably the one.
The one ice rink.
And yes, it is a weird nitpick, but that's where I'm left with this book. All right.
Yeah, because he doesn't have anything to bitch about, which I kind of think is delightful. I think it's interesting you bring that point up. Is that something that bothers you guys, y'all, whatever, as well? Because for me, that is something that I think about when I read books set somewhere I'm very familiar with. If you're setting something in Austin or Houston and you really fuck that up, you've never actually been there. You have no I'm gonna be a little irritated.
And I'm not even saying saying that they, like,
no, she doesn't
sincerely fucked it up,
No,
because,
but
like,
it is
they
a
haven't
little...
really ridden the figure skating thing super hard, but they have mentioned it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times at least at this point, which I thought was a little weird.
It is kind of a strange inclusion. It is mentioned as well in the first book,
Mm-hmm.
but it does make me wonder why that was
Look, maybe
why that was what she...
Maybe Allie herself actually enjoys figure skating, and then, like, you know, a lot of times authors will write about
Yeah.
things that they know about, because, to your point, if you're writing about things that you don't know about, you're probably going to encounter someone that's like, why are you even writing about this?
She also wrote a book about collegiate diving and swimming.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how many interests can one person have, Allie?
I know.
We'd love to know. My thoughts so far. Will I like it? I think it's fun. I think that I like this one for a couple of reasons. One, I do like the hero quite a bit. I do like the heroine.
I knew you would, too.
She's not quite as quirky as some of Allie's other heroines, and that is really my only gripe with some of her earlier books. I like her stories. I think they're fun. I think she does tropes in such a delightful way, but I think sometimes the heroines can be a little too quirky. The galaxy legging wearing, I trip all over myself, that kind of thing is not super for me. This heroine definitely has, like, what is it, foot in mouth syndrome? Like, she's definitely, like, some shit she probably shouldn't say, but she seems like a normal person, you know? Like, she's got some idiosyncrasies, whatever. I like that. I think the biggest reason that I like this book, though, is not the age gap. It's not romance, although I do like the romance. It's the way the story is told.
I was actually going to say the opposite, but continue.
I love the way that we are getting the unfolding of the past timeline. I think that it is explaining the tension in the exact right moments. And I remember the first time that I read this book, a chapter in the present day, and you're like, ooh, like, it's a little cliffhanger, like, I want to see what happens next, but then boom, you're getting the past. Past is equally as exciting and interesting to read about. So I liked it. I think it was incredibly well done in this book. It's something different. It's a departure from anything she's ever done before, which I appreciate.
What I will say is, I've been, like, listening to this book on, like, faster than normal speed, which is more than 1 times speed.
I noticed it was like 1.7, which is a little...
It was 1.7.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, it just felt comfortable.
Okay,
you know? It was, like, faster,
not
but
judging.
the reason why I was saying, like, I'm not sure if I like it, I can totally concede to every point that you just said, right? Like, I think that it is specifically written in a way to give you kind of background context behind the either upcoming or ongoing tension point from, you know, the past. Yeah. But I don't know, it's just been a little bit confusing to me, and maybe that's because I've been doing other stuff, but I'm like, wait, where the fuck are we at now? Are we in the past? Are we in the future? I don't know, I'm having to remember, like, all of the different characters' names, and some of the characters also appear in the past, so that's why it's been, like, a little bit jarring or anything, but I have been, like, confused at least once or twice, and found myself thinking, like, is this the past or the present?
Two things. It's the second book, technically, in a series.
Okay.
The first one is about Rue and whatever, Eli. And so you get to know these characters. You already know Connor and the other people. So that kind of helps. Two, I do not think that the audiobook is the way to go with this book. And I decided to pick up the audiobook because I knew he would probably prefer that, you know, to having to read with his eyes. Not that you can't read with your eyes, but I just don't love the audiobook. So many people recommended it to me. That was the second reason. God. The second reason that I was like, oh, I'll do audiobook. Hayden wants the audiobook, and people have said it's amazing, and Connor's narrator is great. I've listened to this narrator before, and he is so much better in the other book that I've listened to by him.
I will say, yeah, I wasn't actually going to bring this up, even though I do bring it up basically every book that that was the other thing about Connor's character, and I can tell that he's also voicing some of the other male characters as well. His voice is way too comically deep, in my opinion. It's like so low.
I agree, but it works if it's accented.
To like almost like a Batman-ish extent. So it does work more for Connor than it does for Eli. Yes.
I was listening to the audiobook for If Not For My Baby, which is a Hozier, Hozier, fan fiction, basically.
Oh yeah, because it could be...
Not like hosiery.
Yeah.
Or like the Hoosiers,
which
is pronounced differently. How do you say Hosier? Whatever the fuck.
I think you're right.
I'm from Texas, man.
I think it is Hosier.
Anyway, audiobook for that is phenomenal. It's the same man, and he does an Irish accent the entire time. He does not voice any other male characters, but I can remember. It's great. And so someone told me, oh, Problematic Summer Romance, same narrator. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I think that I don't like this one, actually. I think I much prefer reading the physical book. I think it makes more sense when you have a dual timeline as well to read it physically. It just...
Does it say, like, at the chapter heading or something? Yeah. Like, that it's happening, like, in the past?
Yes.
I don't know if did they say that in the audiobook?
Yeah, they do, but, you know, he's just not tuned in. And that's okay. I mean, he understood enough.
When you started this video and you said this is about Maya and Connor, I almost said, you mean Moya?
So, he hasn't listened.
I put that in my pocket so I can, like, actually sit down comfortably.
Y'all may or may not know this, but I like to switch up my filming locations for videos. I just find that it is more visually stimulating. I do think about these things. I actually do plan sometimes where I'm going to film particular clips. We're here again, though.
Again, yeah, the same place.
I'm feeling lazy, and also he's with me, and it's sort of limiting.
It's like, what are you gonna do?
Exciting, though. I have a little package to unbox. What perfect timing. I ordered this, I think, when the book came out, or before the book came out. Sometimes I play roulette when I hear about these releases, but I got me a little special edition of Miss Problematic Summer Romance. I sure did. I just knew if there was a safe bet, it would be Allie. And there's only been, I want to say, one book that I regretted getting from Afterlight. And I just, like, sent it or sold it to a friend or something, so it was fine. How cute is she? With the little, like, pink sprayed edges. I have one right here because I actually switched to the physical copy of this instead of the audiobook because I prefer the physical reading experience. And let me tell you, I'm locked in.
What else is in there?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought there was, like, a little...
Oh, I think it's like an alternate.
Oh, gotcha. Alternate
cover. Oh, this is pretty too. I didn't even notice the Gid hardcover.
Does it still have, does that one have the illustration on the inside as well?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's a part of the exclusive edition.
Oh.
Where they're getting frisky in the dorm room. It's got the little sticky notes. Making out in Italy. Love that. We haven't gotten that far yet, though. Not to spoil anything. They do eventually, eventually kiss. I forgot about that element. Let's chat. Let's chat. I'm taking off my slippers because my feet are sweaty. Hopefully my feet don't stink. Okay.
He kisses her other lips first.
That's true. That's true. All right, so where we last left off, I can't remember, but a lot has happened. Did we have any sexual moments before this?
No.
We've gotten two sexual moments early on.
I wouldn't even say that there were, like, romantic moments before where we left off.
No, but we've had sexual moments for sure. But we have been getting more of the past timeline. We're understanding more the friendship that really formed in such an organic way, in my opinion. Sorry, cat hair all over my face as usual. I feel like the relationship formed in a super organic way. They basically just, like, call each other on the phone a lot and they talk very candidly about all kinds of different things. These two were, like, locked in and very close. I am personally curious at this point in the book, you know, like, why are they not together? Why are they not really friendly, I guess, at this point? Because you can tell something has happened, I think. Kind of, like, separating them in the present day, like, kind of bitching with each other. Yeah. So it's like, how did y'all go from being, like, besties, locked in besties, and then having Connor not talking to her for 10. Of course, we've got the cats in here too. It's a real adventure. There's one back there. So I feel like that is the most top of mind thing for me, is the fact that I want to know why these two really together, but at the same time, we're having some sexual canoodling, right? Everyone's being very forthcoming with her feelings and her desires, shall we say, to fuck this old guy.
I guess he's not really old.
Yeah, I guess he's not really that old. He's like 35 and she's 23, I believe. I think now he's 37 and she's 23. So maybe he is a little bit old. I say at the ripe old age of 30. So we've had a scene in the past in which she's very transparent about what she wants. Like, they've been friends for a little while, I'm pretty sure, or maybe actually they haven't been friends for a little while. It's within, like, the first, I don't know, couple of days of them meeting, and he's in town to sort of, like, scare off her cheating friend and the roommate or whatever who, like, stole her boyfriend is there, and they have a steamy not makeout scene, but he makes her come with his leg. I think it's, like, very primal, dare I say hot. Hayden's probably like, no, not really. He doesn't get it. He's not a guy who gets it, and that's fine.
No, I mean, it was fine, I guess, you know.
And then in the present day, something very similar happens. I think not only does that happen again, but he also eats puss. Right?
He does at the the last that we left off on.
Yeah, he sure did. Sure did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tipping my fedora to him because I thought it was hot. That is my
tip of the fedora, milady.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I just had to give him credit for that. Credit where credit's due. I love how Ellie writes sex scenes or just sexual moments. They feel so real. In my opinion, they feel very real, very hot, and I like that I'm going to say the same word again. I like that they feel real. Guys, a lot of the times in sex scenes, they feel too choreographed. They feel a little bit too polished and perfect. And sex isn't like that.
Like, you've had it.
So true, bestie. Yeah, sex can be awkward, but it is a way for people to connect. And it's not like the sex scenes read as awkward, like that they feel so genuine and authentic, right for the characters. Which I guess kind of leads me into my point that I forgot kissing is a thing in this book. This is one of my favorite micro tropes. God, I wish I had more recommendations for this.
What is, like, not kissing?
Not kissing.
Because it's, like...
too intimate.
It's too intimate?
Yes.
Yeah, it's more intimate than sex.
We're doing everything but kissing. Love it. Eat it up. I also don't really like kissing, so that's probably part of it, but...
Damn.
I mean, I love you, Pookie, but we all have our things. I find it delightful. I think that she really did a big one with that. So thank you, Allie. This book, as I'm reading it, I knew that I loved it. The first 30% that we read, I was like, this is good, like, you know, but I'm not eating it up. I think part of it was the audiobook. And I picked it up and I got 60% of the way in. And I was like, oh, so many like little things that appeal to me in particular. And I think that she really excels in that. I feel the same way about Deep End. There's some very particular things in Deep End that I'm just like, so I think she's writing these just for me. How are you feeling? I feel like I need your thoughts. I've been talking way too much. You already know how I feel about this book.
I don't know. It's good. It's well written. Like,
it's good.
No, I mean, it is. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, again, romance, not my preferred genre.
Sure.
It's well written, though.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to get through. You know, it's moderately enjoyable for me.
How are you feeling about the age gap element? Is it too much now? Because in the last clip he said, we're not talking about it. We're definitely talking about it now.
Here's the thing. It's this weird balance on the scales. On the one hand, it doesn't bother me in the book, like, kind of at all, because they feel somewhat emotionally the same maturity, and by that,
yes.
I mean, like, I think that he's also a little bit immature for his age, the way that he is not acting like a 35 to 37-year-old, like...
Well, what does that even look like? I think that's what we have realized as adults, dude. Adults are not fucking grown up.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Find someone who's 20 who has, like, an incredible depth of maturity. I mean, I say that. I've never met one, but I'm sure they exist. And then you'll meet someone who's, like, our parents' age, or who is our parents, and we're like, wow, maturity. But not there.
But then, on the other hand, I don't think that it's inherently problematic unless, obviously, like, under 20, I think the age gap gets, like, increasingly more problematic, even if it's, like, somewhat small.
I don't even know that I would put the numbers on it, but sure.
That being said, I still, like, if I think about it just purely in numbers and I take the characters out of it, I cannot, for myself personally, imagine in 5 to 7 years from now ever having, like, even emotionally intimate relationship with someone who is, like, still in college. Just not for me. Not for me.
Well, she's graduated now.
Barely.
Yeah, but fair. We also have someone close to us in our life who's 6 years younger than us, and she's a fucking baby. And yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's really, like, coloring.
I mean, I haven't even thought about it in those terms.
No, yeah, like, but I mean...
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much, aside from the fact that they like mentioning it.
I mean, she's bringing up good points,
Again,
though,
it doesn't feel very, like, age gappy.
Yeah, it doesn't. And
aside from them just saying numbers.
Yeah. No, and
age is but a number.
I think I like it. Used to really love age gap romances. I loved the taboo of it. I thought it sounded hot, and that was probably when I would have been a younger person in, like, an age gap relationship, you know, when I was, like, in my early 20s. The idea of being in an age gap relationship was appealing, I think, purely from the perspective of, like, wow, I'm not making any fucking money, and, like, an older man who does, that sounds pretty cool. Now that I'm older and understand those dynamics more, clearly not super into that. I think as a result, I'm much less interested in those kinds of romances. This I like because it does still feel taboo. Like, there's a taboo element to this. She very succinctly, and by she I mean Maya, summarizes why their age gap really is not very problematic. Like, he has no position of power over her. He has not known her since she was a child. Like, there's nothing really weird except for that she's younger than him. That's literally it.
Honestly, it doesn't read this way at all. Like, they haven't explicitly said this at all. I almost feel like there's, in this circumstance, almost more of a taboo of the fact that business partners and best friends with her older brother than the actual age portion of it.
Absolutely. I would agree with that.
Like, there's, like, a bit of
like
awkwardness, discomfort around
more
that.
emphasis on it. It does come up, I think, but, like, I do think I would, if I were him, I would have placed more emphasis on that, but I think that he's just scared of emotional intimacy. I think it's less about the age gap. I mean, like, he's using that, I think, as his shield, but I am enjoying it so far. I also kind of like the setting a lot of this book. I like that we're in Italy. I like that there's just been this, like, an eruption. I like that there's just been a lot of, like, mishaps going on. I'm not normally one for mishaps in books. That normally is very unappealing to me. It stresses me out. I'm a very anxious reader. But in this one, I think it's fun because it's not happening to our main characters. It's just happening in the background.
And it seems like, I don't know why, but it feels low stakes.
It feels low stakes, and it's fun because you know everything at the end of the day is probably going to turn out okay. But it just creates, like, a fun.
I hate it more when it's, like, mishaps that are purely interpersonal miscommunication kind of mishap. Like, I don't know,
he's
that
not,
trope.
He's not a miscommunication trope.
I hate that so much because it always revolves around, it's not even miscommunication, it always revolves around lack of communication. Like, someone overhears one thing and then they, like, never want to speak to the other person again, you know?
Like some of it, but it depends.
In this one, it's kind of fun because...
I'll continue to hold it up because I'm not going to edit this into the video.
Oh, I thought you meant you're not going to edit me speaking
the
right
thing.
now.
I feel like if it's a single book, I mean, you know what book I'm talking about.
In this book, I feel like it works and is kind of fun because they're starting to build this theme around the wedding being cursed.
Yes.
So
yeah, I
it's
think
kind of fun to see, like, oh, what's the next curse that's going to befall?
Yeah.
And
We've
at
had
this
food
point,
poisoning.
we have the dress mishap, we have the drowning mishap,
Volcanic eruption.
and then now the volcanic eruption. Yeah.
So, the dog went missing. Goodness, what else can I quiz you on?
Quiz me emotionally.
How are you feeling? What are your feelings? I know you say you're not into romance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever read romance or listen to it and think like, oh, that's kind of hot? Like, have you ever thought that before?
I mean, like, sure, to a certain extent, but I guess it's hard for me most of the time to, I guess, like, relate to it enough to think that it's hot. Like, it's most of the time way too unrelatable for that to really, like, cross my mind, you know?
Would you say there's a lack of relatability here?
Yes.
You're saying we don't have fun, spontaneous encounters?
They're just both, like, unrelatably, like, rich in a villa in Italy for, like, a brother's wedding with really close friends that are their family because they have no family left, and like,
where's your sense of whimsy? That's what I'm saying. I mean,
it's fun. It's fun, but also, again, I don't think his character is relatable at all, like the hero.
Yeah, but I don't.
And because of that, I think a lot of the situations are arising from the fact that he is like a completely emotionally unavailable like child that is also like torturing himself for no reason at all, and that's like where most of the like hot tension comes from. I just like
Hayden's like, why don't y'all talk so you can actually kiss?
Yeah, just like stop being a baby. That's what I have to say. Is like stop being a baby, dude. Like have sex with a woman, man. Calm down. You don't have to be like my penis doesn't exist.
I kind of like that about him though.
I bet you do.
I think that that's an interesting perspective. I've always been curious because we really don't read romance often on this channel.
And when we do, it's normally really bad.
So I'm always curious, like, if I could find a romance that, like, you find hot, I would love that, genuinely.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I'm not someone who...
I'm not saying, like, the tension in this isn't hot, but I'm not...
I mean, listen, I'm not a...
Oh, I really want some more of that. You know what I mean?
I'm not personally, no shame to people who are, I'm not personally a one-handed Kindle reader, if you catch my drift. But I do find some books much hotter than others, and this is one that I find particularly hot. Mm-hmm. So I would say sexually, maybe not as hot as Deep End. It's not because Deep End's kinky. I just find Deep End hotter. But, I find Allie, she just speaks to me in a way that I really appreciate.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No, you know what? I take that back. I thought Morning Glory was really hot.
That book came up recently in one of our text conversations, and I don't remember the context, but I just remember thinking to myself,
I don't either.
Wow, I should not make this man read romance.
Oh, I think it was, wait, is that the third nipple book?
No, that's the Blue Aliens.
That's the Blue Aliens. Are you sure that's not the one that came up?
You've definitely brought up Morning Glory Milking Farm before in a text comment.
It was a unique experience, I'll tell you that much. It's not like I've read many books similar to that, unlike yourself, so...
I do forget. He's read, his reading is pretty diverse. Like, he's read The Alien, The Blue Aliens, Ice Planet Barbarians. He's read Morning Glory Milking Farm. What are you talking about? I haven't made you read good stuff.
I don't know.
There it is. We finished it.
We did.
I quite literally just finished it. Hayden finished it.
I don't know, 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago. So it's fresh in our minds. And also, apologies if this last clip is out of focus at all because it's nighttime and for some reason it doesn't want to focus on both our faces. 10 out of 10, Allie. I think you did a big one with this. And
we don't rank out of 10 here. Okay. Everyone knows this.
Okay, well, it's 10 out of 5 stars for me. So
double it and give it to the next guy.
There's just moments I forgot about and I loved. And
like what moments?
We don't need to get into the details. Things I like.
Yeah, things
I just find it really romantic when guys like masturbatory fantasy is, I think that having a family and or just being together with you in an ordinary way would be really hot. That's so sweet. I'm sorry, that's really sweet. Yeah, I liked that.
See, but I can't really have that fantasy because I live that day to day.
Damn.
I live a beautiful life with you, my beautiful wife. So it's how am I supposed to fantasize? I live my fantasy every day.
You laid it on thick. What are you trying to get? What did you think, actually? What are your final thoughts on that?
Final thought.
I mean, you've got a lot of...
I cannot believe that he didn't end this book with a pregnancy. That's all I gotta say.
I think it was really tastefully done. I think it was tasteful that
I think there was like way too much like impreg like breeding kink going on.
Mpreg.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forget. Impreg is like
Male pregnancy.
it's like male
Yeah.
pregnancy. Yeah. Not like short for impregnation.
Yes.
Yeah. Breeding. There was too much like breeding kink talk for it to not end that way.
Tasteful, I thought.
Tasteful. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, is like nothing could ever be so serious because Maya just jokes about everything. The fact that she like texted him giving him a hard time about it. The fact that she was making like, yeah, just so many jokes about his age and stuff. I like her. I think she's funny. I think she might be my favorite Allie Hazelwood heroine. Is so fucking unserious and I respect that. But she also goes after what she wants, which I also respect. I see some of myself in her.
I kind of forgot, to be honest, during like the second clip. I forgot about, wasn't a huge fan of her like anger characteristic, you know, like that was like a huge part of her character was just like some rage. But I mean, it is what it is. It wasn't like
too close to home.
No, it wasn't too annoying. What are you talking about? Oh, like you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like me. I was
No,
like,
you-
I am not prone to bouts of rage.
The most golden retriever to exist. Like, he does not anger at all.
I do occasionally.
Which makes me feel pretty crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'm the crazy one, which I mean I am.
Yeah.
I am.
As you should. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have much else to say. They've heard my thoughts and feelings, so I'm trying to think of like good little tidbits to ask you about. Do you think that Connor was appropriately apologetic? Do you think that
Apologetic about what?
just about his behavior and like his denial of his love for Maya? Like, do you think that was resolved in a way that you found satisfying?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like they were both very immature.
Yeah.
And like not great communicators. But no, I don't really
Want to emulate this?
No, I don't specifically fault him as like,
sure.
you know, the bad guy or the reason why this wasn't working to begin with, you know? Though she was a little more communicative about what she was wanting throughout the whole thing. And I guess he could have been. I can also, I guess, kind of somewhat appreciate the fact that in his mind he was doing it for her benefit and not just because like he didn't want to be seen as creepy or something.
Did you like the kissing?
Yeah, sure. The like what, the 2 times that they kissed?
I think that's the perfect amount of times to kiss in a book.
I bet you do. Yeah. That tracks. I understand a lot about this book. Honestly, I feel like you're Connor in this book.
He likes to kiss. She says in the book, I don't really like understand kissing until I kissed him. And I was like,
You still don't understand it.
that-
Guys, we've never kissed.
No, that's not appropriate.
I kissed her on the cheek at our wedding. Like when they said you may kiss the bride, she took that literally. She meant like I could kiss her, but like she wasn't gonna
Not
kiss me
gonna be
back.
reciprocated.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, how did you feel about Eli and his reaction to their relationship?
What point? Like
Any
when
point.
he confronts her and is like, don't break Connor's heart?
Yeah, I guess. Or like when he finds out that they're truly together. Like, how'd you feel about any of that? Good thing? Do you think he should have been more protective? How do you feel?
I think that he was a good brother figure, parental/brother figure, you know what I mean? I think like it was hit on like many times throughout the book that he's like just proud of her and like he basically can do no wrong in his eyes, aside from obviously like if she was being an asshole to Connor, he would probably call her out for that, but
Damn, you're really looking over there.
yeah, you're not even looking anything.
Here, go that way so they can see him. I don't know if it's focusing, but we gotta
It did kind of. On the little screen, it looks like I got like a soul patch shadow right here.
I hate to bring it to you, but
Do I just have a soul patch today?
like every day.
Damn.
Every day.
That's fucked up.
It's always just like
Because I shave. I shaved today.
I mean, it is past 5 o'clock, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that 5 o'clock shadow, but only it's a very it's a very pointed shadow.
2 more questions, and then I'll release you from your torment.
Yeah.
Number 1, did you find it sexy as it progressed? Did you find this hot? Where would you rank? What's the hottest book you've ever read? You know, would this rank up there for you?
Sure. Like again, it was like definitely.
I'm gonna crack the code one day. And you're gonna come to me and you'll be like, babe, this was like.
Here's the thing. Here's
hasn't
what I
happened.
appreciated about this book.
Tell me.
Maybe this is a hot take. To your point, most of the encounters felt fairly realistic.
Yes.
Also, like, obviously there was good build to it,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Tension.
Yeah, there was
stakes,
good
love
tension.
that.
Like, even in, like, the prior encounters, it wasn't a real thing, right? Also, there weren't that many of them.
Thank you. Even Hayden gets it.
Yeah.
We need...
The fewer that there are, the more impactful that it is.
Period.
Yes. And, like, I'm trying to remember what the name of the book was that I read for the taste test that I did on you, that I really hated, about, like, the plastic surgeon guy.
Oh, Deal with the Devil.
Deal with the Devil. Too much in there, I feel. If I'm remembering correctly...
I don't think that's true.
Oh, is that not true?
No, I could be wrong. That could be one of her smuttier books, but is very, very good at not having sex scenes before the 60% mark of the book. Oftentimes 80% mark. She does not have many sex scenes.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm just, like,
You just didn't like that
misremembering
book.
because
I don't think you
I
liked that
really hated the chemistry. Like, I felt like there was no chemistry between the two characters.
Whatever.
But
Yeah, there was
anyways, yeah, this one was better. And also, like, I think it was just written well, like, overall. Taking, I guess, the fact that it was a romance out of it, right? Like, not judging the romance itself. I think that it was a really well-written book. It was paced very well. Like you said, I did come to appreciate the
dual timeline.
The dual timeline.
Hi, Pepper. We've
there's
come
a
to
Pepper.
Appreciate this one. Tell you what, he's a
I'd be a
rat.
hat.
He's a rat, but he's our rat.
Yeah.
It's really fucking up the focus.
You got a weird stance going on. Yeah, I thought it was, like, very well written.
I could tell it's late because I'm yawning. What would you give this out of 5 stars?
Am I rating it overall or, like, as a romance? I think that my scales are different.
I guess both.
3 just normal, you know?
Sure.
4 as a romance.
Okay.
Maybe even a 5 as a romance.
That's the thing. I think
it would probably be like a 4.5.
Keep it at a 4
if
for
that was
you.
a thing.
Because I want to find his perfect romance. I really do.
I feel like I've rated a romance a 5. Have I rated a romance a 5 before?
You tell me. I don't know. Maybe.
I think...
Did we read? I think we Act Your Age, Beach Brown.
Act Your Age.
You liked that one.
Yeah,
You did like that one.
I was gonna say it was either Act Your Age or it was, the cowboy one. That one wasn't bad either. I think it was like Elsie Silver.
Maybe you read Heartless.
Yes, that was the one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wow, I've really made this man read things that I can't even remember. Like, you're bringing up the Blue Aliens and he's read ACOTAR. Guys, I know I've been with this
I've read
man.
more than ACOTAR, unfortunately.
I know I've been with this man for a hot second. He's read Fourth Wing. Holy shit. He's probably more well read than quite a few viewers of my channel, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
You made me read, what was the last one that I reread? Because that takes the cake for all books. That one took more energy than reading 10 of the other books that I've read.
Are you sure it wasn't Fourth Wing?
It was the one that's worse.
I don't think there is worse, baby. I think that's it.
There is.
Was it the sequel?
No, it was the Fae book. The book that has, like, fucking everything in it. Really bad. There's, like, 8
Zodiac
books.
Academy.
Zodiac, that one. Yeah, that one is,
Yeah.
probably...
No, it was bad.
That one really, like, took a lot of mental energy for me to even finish the one book, and there wasn't even fucking payoff. I'm so upset. Anyways.
Well, he's really been on so many rides with all of us, and I think that we should really just clap. Everybody, use the clapping hands emojis.
Yeah, everyone clap for me.
Everybody clap for Hayden. And also, what else do we make him read? What do you think would be a 5-star romance for you, Hayden?
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
I don't know because I've never read it, you know? It's hard for me to say.
Do you think that, like, you might be into a really good fantasy romance?
No, it's just, like, I don't think that fantasy romance is ever going to hit the 5 for me. Because,
Sure.
Again, I think that unless you can think of an example that you've read that is the counter to this, I think fantasy romance, they have to split their energy between the fantasy and the romance, and it ends up being less good than either version would have been without the other piece.
There's definitely been some stuff I've enjoyed. I don't think it would necessarily be up your alley. So,
yeah,
fair enough.
I would rather it be...
Or like Blue Aliens?
I don't know. I think the difficult thing for me, and I don't really know what all is out there, a lot of times my problem is with the hero, and I'm not really sure what it's going to take to find, like, hero that I don't actively dislike basically their entire, their trope as a hero.
Should we find him a golden retriever romance? I don't think we've made him read one, and there's plenty out there that are very good. I think maybe we should do that next.
We could try that.
You a good, and maybe a black...
I do think, now that I think about it, you always make me read, like, not even necessarily Grumpy Sunshine, but it is, like, normally like a brooding hero.
Sure. Yeah, I can find you a golden retriever. I can find you a golden retriever. I'm thinking, I'm stewing. I'm gonna need some time. Immediate thoughts are like Caraba Stone. I think that the heroine might irritate him if we do a Caraba Stone, so maybe not. I'm kind of thinking of Beg, Borrow, or Steal. He's not technically a golden retriever, but he's definitely not a brooding asshole. So he could be a good one. That one's fun. I liked that one quite a bit.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking
Not too
about
much
it, I think
sex.
that's probably like kind of my least favorite part of all of the romances that I've read.
Hayden said, I'm a nice guy. I want to read some nice guys.
No, just again, it's like it makes it not relatable, and I also, again, maybe because I'm not a woman.
Hayden said, I need self-insert.
I'm not trying to be like a like nice guys finish last kind of thing,
No, I
but
know,
like
that's
just
what I do.
genuinely like I don't get it, and it's not for me, you know. I don't find myself attracted to the hero.
To be attracted to everybody in the
Well,
book.
because here's the thing, it's always going to be told from the heroine's perspective for the most part.
Oh yeah, so you like, okay, I get that.
And so,
Yeah.
because of that, I'm not really like trying to find myself attracted to the heroine,
Sure.
right? I want to find myself attracted to the hero.
Yeah, so a nice fuckable dude is what we're looking for.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read one yet. We'll find out.
Y'all comment down below what romance you think that Hayden should read. Do you think we should read Beg, Borrow, or Steal? I'm kind of thinking that one, but I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna steal some more, and I'm open to recommendations.
She's a crock pot.
Maybe we read something I've never read before. I don't know. That feels risky, but maybe we could do that. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll figure it out. And it'll be, I think, next month or the month after. I've got my shit scheduled for the rest of the year, so buckle up. It's gonna be a ride. Thanks for watching. Love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.